Alex, you guys heading to the final week of the regular season. Had to survive a little bit last week. Let's go back and look at that just a little bit. How good was that to get a wake-up call that late in the season to kind of get you guys' attention going into this last game and then into the playoffs?
Yeah, that's kind of awesome. We talk a lot about attitude of gratitude and kind of finding the positive in every situation. So a game like that, a game where you kind of have to win ugly, we talk about a lot, or after stuff like that, it's like good teams find a way to win ugly. So that's really a good thing for us. Kind of helps us refocus back down the stretch. As we talk a lot about kind of stepping stones this last half of the season because we played our first 7 games. We had our bye week, and Coach Salvi talks a lot about these last 7 because it's 7 until state championship. So each week we're playing a team that's a little bit better. So we need to it's good for us to refocus and get back on the grind.
I'm going to guess Coach Salvi is like most coaches, and they're okay with an ugly win because it gives them some material to show you guys, to point out stuff and say, okay, this is what we have to get better at.
Oh, for sure. This week's really big on fix-its. There's a lot of stuff to fix from last week's game. And I mean, really what it was is just there was maybe a few plays that if we make those plays, the game's completely different. So just this week's big focus on let's make those plays and don't have to go through something like that again.
Well, and let's shift your attention now. You guys are going to have to make some plays. This maybe is a little bit different Trinity Christian team than you guys have seen in the past. They've got some offensive weapons. Have Cale Ratliff, who transferred from Coronado, now at quarterback, and they've done things well on both sides of the ball. How eager are you to get out there and get started against them Friday night?
I'm really excited for it. I've known a lot of those guys for a very long time. It is really, you mentioned they are different, really different schematically from what they were last year. Offensively, last year they were more of a spread team, and now they're more of a kind of option misdirection team. So they try to do different things, but they have a lot of the same threats. Last year they had Daniel Wheeler, Sam Davis at a receiver, so we focused on shutting those guys down. This week it's more of a Franco and Cale thing where we're trying to stop the run, just have eye discipline.
They've been there for a while as a rival, but to me a rivalry is a game where both teams feel like they've got a chance. Does that add something for you guys as well, the fact that they feel like they've got a shot to beat you guys?
Not really. We don't really talk about them as a rival too much here. We're certainly grateful that they're a good team, that this game is going to mean a lot. But for us, we're really focused on the things we do as a culture. So, this week is really just like any other week for us. We're really trying to prepare the same way. Maybe some weeks it's a little bit easier to prepare the same way than it would be for a different team because of who it is, but really nothing changes.